Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Washington Nationals. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s. Looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Eduardo Escobar strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing well.
Revere has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game. So I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Worth is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Strasburg gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Trevor Plouffe is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Nationals, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1, 2, 3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom half.
In now, Daniel Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And, EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. But granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bryce Harper is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. One out and a runner on second base. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
The 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Escobar giving chase. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Ryan Zimmerman gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Well, accuracy is always appreciated with umpires, and Fillmore, he's no exception. He'll miss one here and there, but it's really pretty rare from what I hear.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So nothing in the Washington half of the first. We're through an inning at Nationals Park, still scoreless. Brian Dozier will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Brian Dozier.
Strasburg looks in. First pitch on the way. This is skied out toward right. Harper has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Eddie Rosario will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit. So the Twins are into the hit column for the first time.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He'll enter play right at 333. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Miguel Sano stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep to center field. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
Wow, tough play. Oh, and this is just highway robbery out there in center field. He's got a long way to go just to get to this thing. But look at the concentration as he goes up and over the wall to take away what would have been a home run.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. That average pushing up near 350 now. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. No score here as we play inning number 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Twin strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jason Worth will get his first shot here, and you can see that average pushing 400 to this point in the season.
And we know he's been in this league for a while now, and it's the wily veteran still having a great year.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
You know, guys, it's still early in the year, and he's not known as a huge power threat, so I think he's going to probably slow down eventually, but he's off to a great start, though.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Danny Espinoza will be next. Good battle. Count remains full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Danny Espinoza will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Kyle Gibson set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a beat on it. 1 down.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Eduardo Escobar will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Revere is after it. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
So here's Joe Mauer, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point.
Nope,
no
that's
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Strasburg is ready. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Into the box now, Steven Strasburg. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Looped out toward third. That's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, second baseman.
And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Runners are at second and third with one down. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. Chopped foul wide of first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Nope. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And you know, in this ballpark, you get guys second and third. You've got to take advantage, especially early on. These chances might not come all that often.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Trevor Plouffe is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. This is in the air out to right. Moving under it, Harper. 1 out.
The batter, number 2.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far, with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Strasburg steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Brian Dozier stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Strasburg with a check at first. And he's back standing.
Keeping him close.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only 1 out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Murphy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ryan Zimmerman is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. A reminder, we'll have game 2 of the series here on the show in HD with coverage coming your way tomorrow afternoon as you get a look there at the scheduled starters we'll have in store. Jason Worth is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. to 2-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away.
The third baseman,
Well, you can see this is a changeup right here. He's got him out on his front foot, and you see him just sort of chop at this one right into the ground. That's going to be an easy play out there at second base.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Miguel Sano heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Kurt Suzuki is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Boy, that's almost like taking an overhand right from the champ right there. He couldn't even think about pulling the trigger that time.
Here's the 0-1. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And there is career hit number 999. He's had such a solid career thus far, and now he's just 1 hit away from a very respectable number, 1,000 hits.
Yeah, Matt, 1,000 hits will be a nice feather in his cap. It's not a major milestone, but it's definitely something to be proud of.
In now, Kyle Gibson, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2.
And now anything more than 4 pitches to get this guy out, it has to be considered a letdown. You got to go get him right here.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Danny Espinosa comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
First pitch on its way. Out in front of it, strike 1. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Therefore, it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got them off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Dozier gets to it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The pitcher, number
Wow,
37.
he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. So he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Steven Strasburg will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Rosario coming on. And that's the third out. Nationals gone in order. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Joe Mauer makes his way to the box to lead us off in the sixth inning.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Murphy's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
One out, nobody on. High in the air out towards shallow right. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the sixth.
The batter number 2, second baseman Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
The left fielder number
Stepping
20,
in now, Eddie Rosario.
Rosario.
As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as the graphic there illustrates, his total for the year places him second best on the Twins roster.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
One-0 count. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. One for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Ben Revere will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington sixth.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Gibson's ready. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He'll throw down to first, one away.
Now batting.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Daniel Murphy will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's a high pop-up. Mauer is there for it. 2 gone.
Right fielder.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Bryce Harper will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts for these guys, but not too many walks. In fact, no walks until this at-bat right here. That's their first of the ball game.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Gets a small piece near the plate. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the Shure out. 1 left for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Nationals Park, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Miguel Sano will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the ball.
Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left.
But I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Kurt Suzuki is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Harper has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Kyle Gibson comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, that's hard hit and caught by Rendon at third as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
And that's one of the hardest hit balls these guys have had all game long, and I'm not so sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you consider it's the pitcher doing it. But even he wound up having nothing to show for it.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Joe Mauer gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out
there. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
2 down, runners at first and second. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Worth, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Trevor May will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Trevor May.
Leading off the inning, Jason Worth, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
In there, strike one. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Anthony Rendon stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout.
One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Danny Espinoza is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sano moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Trevor Gott will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 62, Trevor Gott. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 10.
Leading off the inning, Trevor Plouffe, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Brian Dozier will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Nobody out, runner on first. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The left fielder,
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Eddie Rosario digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
In the dirt, and now let's see. But fortunately here, no advance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Eduardo Nunez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Taken high and deep to right. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Right fielder, Miguel Sano.
And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Sean Kelly will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Sean Kelly.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Here's a slider that's inside 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
The 1-0 pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
In a spot like this, you got to go after strikes.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Yeah, you feel a little for that guy on the mound. He was in an impossible spot to begin with. He didn't start this mess, but he definitely makes it worse by giving up the grand slam.
Byron Buxton will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Byron Buxton.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. In the air, out to right. Harper is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But not before the Twins get 4 on the strength of this grand slam home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Nationals nothing. Brandon Kinsler will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Brandon Kinsler.
Wilson Ramos will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Swing and a liner, but foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set. Here's the 2-2. To short, hit hard. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Stephen Drew will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Tap fouled at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Ben Revere will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. To short. To his left, Nunez, underhanded flip, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Daniel Murphy will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Bryce Harper stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Low for ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Here comes the 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Oliver Perez will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Eduardo Escobar.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to left as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the ninth inning, but got it done.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The batter, number 2.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Here's Brian Dozier now. High in the air out to center field. Revere is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Yusmeiro Petit will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Eddie Rosario will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away.
Well, he's already got 3 hits in this game coming into this at-bat, so we'll see if he can get that 4th now against this new guy.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second, gloved by Murphy. To second for 1, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ryan Zimmerman will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And I think right there, that's what you might call a statement fastball out of the bullpen. Right down the middle, and he's basically saying, hit it if you can.
Here's Jason Worth. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight, just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Anthony Rendon, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runners on first with 1 down. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Perkins comes set. 0-2 pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
I'll tell you what, if you're related to this guy right now, you might want to turn away from the screen because this is going to be tough to watch. Here they are, one after another. That's 4 strikeouts for him, and that's called the golden sombrero.
Clint Robinson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Clint Robinson.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Two out with the man at first. And that's waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
What a great performance up and down this lineup as they just cruise home to an easy 7-run victory.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 7-0. Good night from D.C.